Hello, gentlemen. It's your host, Marc.antomattei, here with another episode of the Gentlemen's Club. I decided to do an episode for you guys today that's not involving whiskey because I realize I've been putting out too much content that's whiskey oriented and not enough just about men's lifestyle in general. And it's been the absolute longest since I actually put out a health video. So what I'm going to do for you guys today, I'm going to give you a very special video showing you my daily routine about how I wake up in the morning and what I eat. And I'm titling this video, How to Eat to Live. So there's a big problem out in the world, especially in the United States, which has just been ranked 35th in the world as on the list of the healthiest nations in 2019. And if you ask me, even though it's ranked 35th, which I think is absolutely low, I believe with the obesity and how many people are morbidly obese inside the United States and how many people have health complications, honestly, the United States should be even further down that list than what it is. So I'm getting ready to show you guys how to eat to live. What I'm getting ready to show you is nothing but whole foods, and there's no weird things in which you flip it around and you look at the back of the label and you're reading the ingredients on there, and half of the things is all these scientific terms that you don't even know what it is. These are things that you 100% know what it is. You know what's going into your body, and it's going to help you out in the long term. Given that you stick to this regimen and you eat this consistently, this is my breakfast every single morning. So inside the United States, there's a lot of people like me. Now, I'm a person of color, and if you're a person of color inside the United States, you're more prone and more susceptible to you're more at risk for getting different types of diseases and ailments just based on the food that you eat, especially if you're eating pork and oily foods and things like this. You're more prone to getting things like hypertension, which is high blood pressure. If you're eating a lot of sugary foods, obesity, diabetes, things of that nature. Now, I'm a man of color, which means I'm more prone than my Caucasian counterparts to getting these diseases and ailments and things like that. Now, this video is made for anybody out inside the world, no matter where you are, no matter what color you are. Disease has no conscience. And it has no racial division. It doesn't care who you are. It will find you. So even if you are Caucasian and you are less prone to getting these things, that's not to say that you are safe, because you could still get these diseases and ailments and things like this. So you want to eat as healthy as possible. Personally, I really don't like eating vegetables, but I know it's probably the single most important thing that, aside from water, is the single most important thing that you could put inside of your body. And when I say vegetables, I don't mean like starchy things like potatoes and corn and things like that. I'm talking about green leafy vegetables are the most important things that you could possibly put inside of your body. So it's very difficult for me to eat this stuff and to stomach it. But once you start eating salads and you start pouring all kinds of salad dressings on it, that's kind of defeating the purpose, because the salad dressing is not that healthy for you. It makes it go down easier, but even that's not that healthy for you. So what I decided to do was to start making these health smoothies, and I use fruits as the basis for the flavoring and for the taste to make it go down easy, and I top it off with the vegetables that I need to have inside of my body. So today I'm going to show you all the ingredients that I have that I'm getting ready to put inside this blender and make this smoothie. Okay, let me put these things up on the counter one by one. First of all, this is I'm getting ahead of myself here. I have this really big glass. This is what I drink my smoothie out of every morning. Here I have purified water coming out of this Brita container. What I'm going to do is I'm going to fill this glass a little less than halfway. Now, you can use milk but water is even better than milk. It's a lot healthier. This is the healthiest liquid that you could put inside of your body. This is the healthiest thing you could put inside of your body in general. How much liquid you put inside the blender is going to determine how liquefied your smoothie is going to come out in the end. If you want it to be more creamy and more thick, then you want to put less liquid, but I like to put a little less than half of this glass, and that makes it perfect for me. I like it to be a little bit between the halfway point of very liquidy and creamy. All right, next, we're going to use this glass again later because we pour our drink contents inside of there. Now for the bases, to give it a nice creamy texture, hold on, I'm having a trouble here. Now, bananas are the basis of your smoothie, and this is going to add the creamy texture to it. There's one or two fruits that you can use as the basis for your smoothie. It's either going to be bananas, which I recommend as number one, or number two is going to be mangoes. This is going to give it the creamy texture it needs to even make it be a smoothie in the first place. My blender's not that good. This is just a really cheap one, probably the cheapest one that I've seen inside the store, but it's good enough for my needs. It does what I need it to do. I break up the banana a little bit and I just throw it right inside of there. Just like so, the whole thing. Next up, also for a little bit of flavoring, I'm going to put these strawberries inside of the container. Just half this little package right here. And you see these green stems on the top? I don't even take those things off. There is health benefits to those, so I just put the whole thing in whole, stems and all, inside the blender. Hold on, I should be putting this stuff up on the counter for you guys to see. So the first thing we had up there was bananas, and now we got our strawberries, and I'm going to throw about half of these inside of there. Boom, like so. Next up, we're going to start getting to some vegetables now. Now this is not leafy greens, but still tomatoes. I already got one that's open, so I'm going to cut this up a little bit. And I'm going to put that inside of there. All right. Give me just a moment now. I'm just trying to eat up some old stock I got here. Chop up this whole thing. All right, this is the last of old stock of my tomatoes. All right, put that inside of there. You can use a whole tomato if you want, but I don't because I already got enough stuff in there as it is. Head of lettuce here. Pretty much down at the end of this. Just going to put the remaining of this inside of there. All of it. Here, I've just dropped a piece, but okay, that's safe. And here I got some baby leaves. Let's open this up. Let's just start taking this out in handfuls. Just start throwing that stuff inside of there. We got our blender full to the top. I'll wash my hands real quick. Let's put the top on here and let's make the magic happen. Also, let me tell you this, gentlemen, how long you blend also determines how liquefied or how creamy it's going to come out. I like the contents to be really mulched up inside of there. I don't like to taste any types of thick pulp, so I like it to be blended very well, so I let it go for a very long time. All right, let's move this out of the way. In fact, let me unplug that. Got my glass there. You see, because of all the components I use, aesthetically, it's not that beautiful. It's like a kind of a brownish coloring. It's not leaning towards any one color like yellow or red or green or something like that. It's just really well blended. But trust me, it tastes better than how it looks. There we go. Let's move all this stuff out of the way. Very nice, very delicious drink there. Makes your vegetables go down extra easy. The best thing you can start your morning off with. Now, before I close out this video, I got a recommendation that I would like to throw out there to everybody. There's a book as the same title as this video. Actually, this video is named after the book. It was by the Honorable Elijah Muhammad. It's called How to Eat to Live, and there's a parts 1 and 2. I recommend everybody pick up that book, and it's going to give you a guideline of how you should eat to live. I mean, if you want to live a long life, a healthy life, then that's what you need to do. Like I said earlier, health has no conscience. You don't need to be a Muslim or anything like that to read this book. This book is for anybody that wants to acquire the knowledge to live a more healthier lifestyle. Now, really quickly for the record, let me state that you can mix and match fruits. You could put anything inside of there that you want, especially in terms of when it comes to the vegetables. You might want to alternate out like green leaves or something like that with spinach like every other day, you know, things of that nature. You want to change things up a little bit, make sure that you're getting all the nutrients that you possibly can. Or if you just want to switch it up for flavor reasons, then you can do that as well. In the end, you just want to make sure that you're getting your vegetables inside of there. You want to make sure that you're getting your fruits inside of there. You want to make sure that you're eating whole foods, things that are healthy for you, not the kinds of things where you flip it around to the back of the label and you don't know any of the ingredients on there and half of the words you can't even pronounce. And listen, people, if you found this video helpful, even interesting, if it kept your attention all the way through, just make sure you hit that like and subscribe button because I would like to keep you here on the channel. We talk about all kinds of things, not just health, but men's lifestyle in general, mostly about fashion, about socializing and climbing the social ladder out in the world, having fun, things of that nature, things that are pertaining to men that is interesting to me and that can also be interesting to you. So make sure you hit that subscribe button, hit that little bell, and gentlemen, salute to you wherever you may be out in the world. And as always, keep it classy. Whoa, whoa, whoa. Really quickly now, let me explain why I made this video before I ultimately finish it. So I went back to the United States recently. I'm telling this story because I want you guys to connect with me better and to understand where I'm coming from. So I'm living inside of Tokyo, Japan, even though I'm American, and I've been living here for the past 16 years. So I go back to the United States recently and I'm visiting my family there. And I was staying with my brother and my mother at that time. And, I open up the refrigerator and I look inside and I see all of these foods there. And there's almost absolutely no fruits and there's hardly no vegetables inside of there. And it was mind boggling to me. There was a lot of pork sitting inside the refrigerator and a lot of meats and other processed foods with additives and preservatives. And a lot of sugary stuff there and a lot of oily stuff, processed foods. I think I just said that, but it was just mind boggling taking a look inside the refrigerator and seeing the difference with how my family eats as opposed to how I eat personally. And it took me aback. And I was like, I'm sure it tastes good, because it does. I admit to that. It's hard. Once you're inside that regimen of eating unhealthy food, you don't want to get out of that. And it's a very hard process to do that, to begin to do that. But once you can break free of those chains, you feel so much healthier. You can do so much more. You're going to live longer. I mean, what more do I need to say? You look better. One of my brothers, he used to be a skinny guy in his teenage years, but now I'm looking at him inside of his mid 40s, and he's big like an everyday American. And I was like, bro, what happened to you, man? He's like age happened to me, but I think it was a lot more than just age. But anyways, this is the reason why I wanted to present this video to you, because to show you both sides and both ends of the spectrum, and show you how you can be living and what you can achieve, if you're not tied down by the chains of bondage in terms of food quality and what you're intaking inside of your body. What you put in is what you're going to get out of it. All right. Peace.